Right guys, welcome to episode 4 of Random Euro Truck Simulator 2. Let's have a look, remind ourselves of where we could potentially be going to. So that was the wrong thing, job market. So we're currently in Le Havre and it's got to be from this company here. So it's either Chelmsford, which is quite a long way, 474 kilometers of driving distance, because don't forget we're only allowed to have a maximum of 500 kilometers at the moment. Le Mans is significantly shorter. Plymouth is also a long one, and then the next one is also Plymouth, and the fifth one is Rennes. So okay, here's what I'm thinking. Out of these 5, the one I want to avoid is most definitely Chelmsford. I really don't like the Channel Tunnel. I could go on the ferry, Calais to Dover, but I don't want that. I've done a lot of that route anyway, or some of the route, so it's kind of going back on myself. I'd say in second place, Plymouth. I mean, with Plymouth, it's mainly driving through Normandy, which should be nice, and then finally just the ferry over to Plymouth. So I wouldn't mind that, wouldn't be a disaster. And I'd say the ones that I really want would either be Rennes or Le Mans. I don't really mind which one, to be honest. So let me just try to remember this. So number 1 is Chelmsford, that's the one I don't want. Number 2 I do want. Number 3 and 4 I'm not so fussed, and number 5. So yeah, ideally I'm looking for 2 or 5 from the random number generator. Let's see what we get. Right, let's see where we're going to be heading to. So just mix this up. First of all, I always like to do it like this. Right, so it was 1 to 5. I seem to remember 1 being Chelmsford, 2 and 5 were somewhere in France, and 3 and 4 were Plymouth. So the chances are we're going to be heading to Plymouth, in terms of percentage-wise, I guess, because there's 2 possibilities to go to Plymouth. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, it is Plymouth. The second option to Plymouth, number 4. Okay, that's okay. Like I said, as long as it wasn't Chelmsford. So we've avoided the one I really... Okay, so there we go, number 4. It is over to Plymouth, as we said, so I will take the job. Taking some canned beef. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Okay, lovely. Beautiful. Let's have a look at our route for today. So what's good about this, it's all on unexplored route, which of course isn't difficult at the moment. I've only just started playing the game. So yeah, it's a drive across Normandy, I guess. I'm sure it's probably all on motorway, so it may not be particularly scenic, but still. Oh, there's one of those photo points there, so that's something scenic. That's pretty cool. I think that a photo point? Yeah, it is. And then we're heading off to the port of Roscoff and taking the ferry over to Plymouth, having a little drive through Plymouth to get to the final destination. So yeah, we'll talk a bit about Plymouth on my way there. It is a place that I am vaguely familiar with. I have been there before a couple of times, so I'll talk about that. once we get started on the route. Okay, so we are off to Plymouth. Let's go. So, on this journey through Normandy, I'm going to tell you.
Drive safe.
Let's have a look at our track again. Yep, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experiences in Plymouth, which is very, very exciting for you, I'm sure. But I think I'll leave that for a little bit later. So this is my longest journey on the game, on this series so far. You can see there maybe it's 658 kilometers, but part of that is
Turn left
on the ferry. I remember the total driving distance, it was still well over 400 kilometers, getting them on 500 I think. So yeah, we're going to be driving through Normandy in a westerly direction. It's funny because I said I want to get as east as possible on this game, but yeah, we're heading as west as possible pretty much. I don't think you can get much more west than where we're heading to Plymouth. Well, you could do, I suppose. You can go to Ireland. Who knows, we may end up in Ireland at some point. So, just making our way out of this industrial estate. Now, I was actually reading
Get ready to turn left.
about the bridge that we crossed in the previous episode on the approach to Le Havre, which we're obviously going to be crossing again very shortly. And it is a pedestrian bridge as well. It's a road bridge, like for cars and transport.
Take the second exit.
It's also for cyclists, as we saw. It's a cycling lane, and that is like how it is in real life. And yeah, it's quite an impressive bridge. It's on Wikipedia. Are we ever going to get out of here? Come on. Should we just push out? It's ridiculous. Right, I'm coming. Leave me alone. Right. So heading straight on.
Exit.
So yeah, it's a really impressive bridge. I think it's over 2 kilometers long.
Right.
Oh, I'm not using my lights. I thought the lights were automatic. I remember reading on the update that the lights were automatic. Obviously not. In fact, I don't think we are going to go over the bridge. I just realised we're going in a different... Oh, okay. Maybe we will go over the bridge. Will we? Will we not? I don't think we will. I'm not sure. Oh, I think this was the first bridge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember this bridge, I think. Because there were two bridges. This was the less impressive one. And then there was the nice one. Pont de Normandy or something. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. See it in the distance. And it is a toll bridge. I did read about that as well. Must be why we've got the toll barriers here. So yeah, I'm not familiar with this part of France. I'm not really familiar with any parts of France, to be honest. But yeah, I've never been here, as far as I'm aware, to Normandy. So yeah, it's all kind of unknown territory for me. Anyway, let's just go over this bridge and admire it for what it is. I do like that on the game, where there are these specific sort of iconic things. In this case, a bridge. It is nice. And I think as the game develops over the coming years, it's going to be even more. It's going to be better, isn't it? I guess like anything, things. What's the word? Get better over time. Now, I'm not sure if this is such a good idea trying to overtake this lorry here. Looks like I'm okay. Must be annoying all the drivers behind me. Oh no, hang on, I think he's I can't get ahead of him now that we're going downhill. I don't want to break the speed limit particularly. It is 90 though, so I'm going to be okay. I'm going to pull in behind this this lorry here. Oh, am I turning off or not? I'm getting confused. I'm not concentrating. There we go. That was good. Successful. So yeah, we're going the same way as we came from Paris at the moment, obviously, but that's about to change because Paris is to the south and we are about to head off to the west. Well, there's that blue car again, that blue service car. What is that? I'm pretty sure it's not the police, is it? I don't even think it's got a siren on the top of the car. I don't know, maybe it is the police. Yeah, so we're about to head off to the right, which is the west. Just got to be careful here. Oh, it's so dangerous. This. I've mentioned that before. These vehicles just come like cut across me. It's all right. We avoided an accident. So yeah, we're heading off towards. I didn't see that. Cannes and Lisio, was that? Never heard of that place. I get confused with Cannes because there's two Cannes in France. There's the kind of the famous one in south of France, and there's obviously this one as well. I think they're spelled different. Yeah, they're definitely spelled differently. I know which one I'd rather go to, and it's not this one in the north of France. Okay, so we're on to new territory now, which is good. And we're going to be on new territory for the rest of this journey, all the way to Plymouth. So yeah, I think I'll finally talk a bit about Plymouth, my real life experience in Plymouth. I believe I've been there 2 times, technically might be 3 times. I went there for a football match, to watch a match at the stadium. I saw Plymouth Argyle against my local team. I travelled there by like a supporters coach, so we literally just turned up, went to the match and left after the match, so I didn't see any of the city, and that was on a Tuesday night as well. And the other time I've been there like properly was on a family holiday, probably when I was like 16, 17 years old. We went to Spain, so we took the ferry from Plymouth to Santander, and I seem to remember, if I'm not mistaken, staying overnight in a hotel in Plymouth. Now the reason I say I might have been there 3 times because we may have come back the same way on the ferry from Santander to Plymouth. In fact, that might have even been when we stayed overnight. I can't remember, but yeah, I've definitely been to Plymouth. I don't remember it all that well. I remember a kebab shop there. Well, I'm not sure if I actually went to the kebab shop or I just remember seeing one. I'm sure there's plenty of kebab shops in Plymouth. But yeah, I saw a documentary kind of on Plymouth recently, and it's supposedly quite run down. Not the nicest place, apparently. Anyway, it looks like we're just going to be driving along this motorway, I think, for the most part, until we get to Roscoff, which is the port. The problem with this is, right, when you're getting a ferry, you don't know how many kilometres you've got left. Like, it says 524, but I don't have to drive 524. So I wish they would like give you the real amount of actual road driving, because like the ferry journey is like kind of irrelevant. Like, it doesn't really matter how long it is. You don't do anything. It just teleports you, doesn't it? Unless there is a way of changing that in the settings. I don't think there is. Right, another one of these annoying road tolls. I mean, surely in the future all of that's going to be like automated. Surely automated. You're not going to need to have to keep physically stopping, are you? A barrier. The technology these days. So we're obviously driving through the dark. I don't particularly like driving through in the dark because I suppose you just kind of see less. Not so interesting, but listen, it is what it is. It is realistic. Obviously, truck drivers drive at all times of the day. Cherbourg. Yeah, I've heard of that place. So I think this part of France, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't really have any huge cities. Maybe Rennes, is that the biggest city in Normandy? Is Rennes even in Normandy? I'm not sure. Yeah, my French geography is not the best, but better than your average person. That's for sure. Oh, I'm going over the speed limit. I have driven, like in real life in France, I think once, from Calais to the Belgian border. So I've barely driven in France, but I have. So we don't have to worry too much about rest stops and petrol, getting petrol at the moment, because I'm only doing routes currently up to 500 kilometers. That will change over time as I randomly assign my points to the various different, things that are available, like upgrade. The first one, if you watched one of the previous episodes, I upgraded ADR, one of the ADR symbols, and that was done via a random number generator. Let's have a look. Where are we? It's just a straight journey. It's just straight. Oh, veering off to the left there. I'm not concentrating. So yeah, we just keep going. Yeah, it's not the most exciting journey that hopefully that we're going to be facing. Hopefully it's going to be more. I don't know, what is an exciting journey? I guess it's different for each person, but for me, I guess it's, I don't know, a bit of scenery, driving through villages. Definitely not driving on these motorways. I don't necessarily need anything like challenging, like tight turns. I don't know, I just like driving in unusual places with interesting things to look at, I guess. And yeah, this isn't really the one, is it? Plus it's dark, I can't see anything. I don't think it's mountainous. Well, it's definitely not mountainous, Normandy. I think it's quite a historic region of France. I would like to come here in real life to check it out. What's that say? Maybe there are mountains here. Isn't that a mountain? I told you my French geography is not the best. What's that? Oh, it's a service station. So the speed limit in France on the motorway is 90 kilometers, which I really like, because when you're in other countries like Germany, for example, and a lot of other countries, it's only 80, and it makes it really annoying and frustrating. Because you have to keep sort of slowing down, whereas in this, 90 is kind of the pretty much the limit that my truck can do anyway. And this is downhill. So that is definitely a benefit of driving in France. Yeah, what else can I talk about? France. Parlez-vous français?
Keep left.
No. Keep left now, what's he talking about? Okay. I get it, mate. I get it. So that's why I find the voice useful for moments like this. Just saying keep left just helps me out a little bit. I don't have to like look at the map too religiously to understand where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, almost crashed. Oh, suddenly got really narrow. Single lane. What's going on? Are we off the motorway now? I hope we are. I'd rather drive on a road like this, even though it's dark. It still makes it a little bit more interesting.
Go straight on.
Oh no, the motorway's back. Oh well, fair enough. I enjoyed it whilst it lasted. Yeah, so I wonder where we're going to be heading to from Plymouth. Anyway, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to just focus and enjoy this journey. But if we end up in London, that will have just done a full circle. It will actually be like pretty much a circle. Well, not a circle, but pretty much a kind of wiggly circle on the map. So what I love about this game, it's just, the sheer sort of length of the maps, you know, the variety. It's just, with all the add-ons, you can almost drive anywhere. And it's incredible. You know, to think I can drive from France to China with the current add-ons that I've got, without getting on a ferry or without getting on a train. Could literally just drive all the way to China. That is incredible. I know the scale is not a one-to-one scale, but I think the scale of Euro Truck Simulator is pretty good. I think it works quite well. Like if it was a one-to-one scale, that would be mental. That would be crazy. It'd just be too much. Anyway, we're heading off to the right here. Coming to the kind of the end of the road, it seems. Right, watch it as we work our way around this bend. Oh, what's this? There's a load of traffic there. Bit of congestion. Oh, look, there's one of those photo point things there that I mentioned earlier in the previous episode. Does that mean I will take maybe I'll pause the game? How's this going to work? Oh, shall I make this realistic? Shall I pull in, stop, and take a picture? What do you reckon? Let's see if this works. So how do I get the camera? Where's the camera? Photo studio. Photo mode. I mean, it's dark, I can't see anything. That's the Tupan Viaduct. Oh, what? It's just this. I can't see anything. It's black because it's dark. I'll take a picture anyway. Just say I've got a picture of it, but yeah, not great. So that's another problem with dark. Well, when it's dark, yeah. Right. Can I go, please? Go on then. So what exactly is that? When it says the viaduct, what does it mean? It just means this, what I'm driving on. Well, it's so you can't see it. There's nothing to see. It's pitch black out there. Oh well, we've ticked it off. That's the first one. Yeah, viaduct. That was the viaduct that we couldn't see and appreciate because it's dark. So I plan on adding some new add-ons before the next episode. So at the end of this video, unlike the previous episodes, I'm not going to show you the potential places we can visit next, because from my experience, after you add an add-on, it all changes anyway. So yeah, there'll be no point in showing you because it's not going to be the reality after I add the add-ons into the game. The add-ons I plan to try out is that African map. I can't remember what it's I can't remember what it's called. There's a Russian map, possibly a Portuguese one that I couldn't find last time. I don't know what I'd done with it. I think I downloaded it, but it wasn't there when I was trying to put it into the game. And I might do the Pro Mods trailer pack as well, which I've already downloaded. Might give that a go. We'll see. I wonder how far we are from the port. I don't think it's very far. Oh yeah, we're almost there at Roscoff. Very close.
Right. And then exit right.
We're turning off for it now.
Exit right.
What's that?
Right.
Stop. There you go. I stopped. Right, can I go? Pitch black, can't see a thing, but obviously nothing's coming. So interestingly, I was reading that when this DLC, Vive la France, which we've been on the whole time in this episode, driving on, they actually also updated
Ready to turn left.
Plymouth, which obviously is not part of France, the UK. They updated the port, so it's quite unusual.
Turn left.
And I think they also updated Turin in Italy. Someone left a comment somewhere saying that the port that they've added in Plymouth on the Vive la France DLC is actually quite realistic. It actually does look like the real port. It's quite recognisable for people that are familiar with it in Plymouth. When are they going to release a UK DLC? Seriously, it is. And Ireland as well. We really need to do Ireland in the UK. Well, especially Ireland. Ireland's not even on the base game. Right. Let me zoom in as we get closer to the port. I actually looked at the Brittany Ferries website. Just kind of at the timetable for Roscoff to Plymouth ferries. I think they roughly run once a day generally at the moment. I think they do some days where they have 2 ferries. It's nothing like the Dover to Calais route, which is like pretty much just like a kind of shuttle. I think it's an hour and a half, whereas this is more like, is it 5 hours? I think 5.5. I can't remember. 5-hour journey roughly. It's obviously a much longer distance, much bigger distance between Roscoff to Plymouth than it is from Calais to Dover. Calais to Dover is the shortest point, I guess, between France and the UK.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
So I hope there's no kind of faffing about with this. If you watched episode 2, you know how much I hated getting on the Channel Tunnel, getting on it and coming off it, but especially getting on it in Folkestone. This seems okay so far. We're going to have a customs check like we had at Folkestone on the Channel Tunnel. Doesn't look like we are. Yeah, well that was simple enough, just getting on the ferry. No messing about. Right, so it's our second time crossing the channel, the English Channel, or Le Manche, I think in French. Yeah, it said it's a 7-hour journey on there, but I think in real life it's not as long as that. Oh, it's light. Hallelujah. Right, so we've only got 12 kilometers to go. I've got to remember to drive on the left-hand side of the road. I've just been reminded of that. Hang on, where am I going? Where am I going? I can't go straight. I don't know where I'm going. It must be to the right. Is it to the right? This is weird. Where am I supposed to go? I'm running out of fuel. Wow. So to go to the right? I don't get this. Oh, there's a gate that opens. Okay. That was a bit confusing. Oh, watch it, don't crash. Just about avoided it. Okay. So where do I go now? Straight on. You can hear the seagulls.
Turn right.
I like that. It's a nice touch.
Turn right.
I'm really surprised I'm running out of fuel. It's really surprising. Such a short journey. Normally, you loads of fuel. It's really weird. Oh, found a recruitment agency. Yeah, so I wonder how realistic this is. I mean, does it look like the UK?
At the roundabout.
I don't know, maybe.
Third exit.
The roundabout does. Yeah, that kind of looks like the UK. Oh, don't crash. Go on. I can't see if anything's coming. Right, third exit.
Exit now.
Exeter, Liscard, Tavistock. Well, yeah, listen, at least it's got something to it. You know, when I was in Le Havre,
Then turn
you didn't
left.
see any of the city, you just saw an industrial estate. So
Turn left.
I do criticise the UK on this game, but even Plymouth is alright. Could be worse. I can't see the colours of the traffic light colour. Look at that, my French number plate in the UK. Love it. Right, we're going to be doing a right, so to get the right hand lane.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Right, is anything coming? No. I still can't believe I've run out of petrol. That's mental. Such a short journey. It's not like it's my own truck that I have to fill up myself, you know, like take care of myself. I mean, I could get petrol because it's charged. I don't pay for it when you're doing a job for a, when you're not using
Get
your own
ready
truck.
to turn left.
You know what? I'm quite impressed by Plymouth. There's quite a bit to it.
Turn left.
I mean, how real, sort of lifelike it is that I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the city.
Keep left, then turn left.
Surely I'm not going to run out of petrol, am I? That'd be insane.
Turn left.
British houses. Exeter. Right, we are very close now. I am breaking the speed limit slightly. Feels like quite a long 12 kilometres this. I've been driving in here for ages. In Plymouth. Right, straight across the roundabout.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
So I wonder if Pro Mods have done a job on this. I never really know. I reckon they have. I think Pro Mods have worked on this because Plymouth looked too good to be part of the original base game. So I'm sure they must have worked on it. I think I remember reading as well that there's like only one set of traffic lights or something in Plymouth, or two.
Exit.
We've already seen quite a few sets of traffic lights. So I reckon ProMods must have worked on this. Maybe I should find out afterwards.
Keep left and then turn left.
What's that place? Yeah, they obviously have worked on it because there's too many sets of traffic lights for them not to have done from what I read. So fair play to ProMods. So yeah, it wasn't the most enjoyable journey, mainly just because it was dark. So I couldn't enjoy the viaduct, which I took a picture of. The picture's a bit useless because it's dark. It's dark, so.
Take the third exit.
Oh well. Go on. Oh. Third exit, you say? Go on then.
Exit left.
I've been in Plymouth forever. It's like 12 kilometres. I know I'm driving through the city, so it's going to kind of be slow and stuff. Still, 12 kilometres is nothing in the game, is it? Like in real life time. Oh, watch it. Right, finally, we've arrived. Nice and easy, straight in.
It's all over.
It's all over. Glad all over. Glad all over. Right. What have we got here? Could I drive around, possibly? Let's have a look what we've got here. Where is it? Where is it? Huh? I don't want to skip. I can't see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. What's a bit of a tricky one? I need to be facing the other way round. Now, this could take a little while. It's not the easiest. Oh, watch it, watch it. Oh, this one's a bit tricky. Trickiest one so far. Okie dokie. I will manage it. It just might take me a while. Let's see. Watch it. Don't swing too much. Don't hit the yellow thing. The yellow trailer. How close am I? No, I'm way off. Needed to swing more. Okay. Let's try again. Got a better idea this time. Maybe it's a slightly better angle. Right, I need to get more swing on it. That's better. Yeah, that's definitely better. Don't hit that thing though. Ooh, just about okay. Oh, hang on, hang on. What am I doing? Swinging this the wrong way. Let's try now. Go on. Oh, swing round, my son. Lovely. Don't hit the boxes. Nice. Not too shabby. I think we're in, pretty much. So yeah, that one's a bit more challenging, but still pretty easy. There we go. So excellent again. Nice. I've got myself another experience thingy-majig, whatever you call them, skill points, which I will assign in the next episode with a random number generator. And now we'll have a look at the map quickly. 0.28%. That'll probably drop down because I plan to add some new mods. So you can see there, yeah, where we are. Driven a little bit in northern France, and now we're back in Blighty in Plymouth. Lovely stuff. See you in the next episode.